Hello guys, and what is up? It is Casadorperfect once again bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle video. Yet again, I don't remember the name of the guy that I'm facing in this video, but that is just the usual thing with me. So almost every time that you guys come watch one of my videos, I never remember the name, but it doesn't really matter that much, cause it was a good game nonetheless. So my opponent is gonna lead it with an Arcanine, and I'm gonna lead it with my Bronzong. Intimidate kicks in right there. Lowers my attack side, and he goes for the Toxic, predicting the switch right off the bat because he thought that I would predict a Flare Blitz or a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast, something super effective against my Bronzong, but unfortunately I did not do that, and I set up Reflect. Now I'm gonna take the opportunity to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks because that just looks to be the safest move that I can do so far. Since I got my Bronzong intimidated, so he will not be able to deal as much damage as he could before. So I am going to switch out into Infernape right now because, you know, I thought he would do pretty much rapid spin away my Stealth Rocks or pretty much set up his Stealth Rocks on his own. So nonetheless, I will be pretty much safe to send out my Infernape, and that is what I go for. At this point, I go for the T-Punch right here because I was actually predicting another Pokemon instead of Arcanine. So that doesn't really work out my way. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here on this turn, but unfortunately, because of the Intimidate that he got on me when he switched in, I'm not gonna be able to do as much damage as I could before, which is very unfortunate. He's gonna go for the Morning Sun, and at this point I pretty much, you know, had the idea that this Arcanine is not really a physical sweeper. It's more of a defensive Arcanine, which has Toxic, Morning Sun, Extreme Speed, and Flare Blitz. So I am going to switch out back again into my Bronzong because I am going to be predicting the Extreme Speed this turn because he is almost at full health, so there is no reason for him to actually go for another Morning Sun. So he goes for another Extreme Speed. I do predict that and go out into my Bronzong, get some leftovers recovery here, and he's going to go for the Flare Blitz. And because I do have the Hit Proof ability, that is not going to be able to do as much damage as it could have done to me without the ability Hit Proof. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks once again because that seems to be a very good entry hazards problematic thing to his team, so I might as well just do that. At this point, he's gonna switch out into the Fortress, and this was an epic prediction because I do actually predict the switch into the Fortress, and I make another switch into my Suicune. And the reason being for why I actually sent out Suicune is because Suicune itself has Hidden Power Fire, and one Hidden Power Fire 4 times super effective against the Fortress, which doesn't have the best special defense in the world, will definitely gonna be you know, one-shot KO, and that is gonna be fantastic because on the next turn, whatever he brings out, my Suicune will still be at full health and will still be able to Calm Mind up all the time, which is gonna be awesome. So he's gonna bring out the Gyarados right here. And at this point, I'm like, well, he's gonna go for the Dragon Dance. I might as well just go for the Scald and try to get the burn on the Gyarados. But sometimes, you know, in games, sometimes it's just impossible for you to get hacked, so I will not get the burn. Not even soon, not in the future, not in this match at all. So he's gonna go for the Stone Edge. I'm very happy that he did not get the critical hit, which is like the secondary effect of the Stone Edge that has a very high critical hit ratio. So I'm very happy that I did not got critted on, which is good. So I'm gonna go for another Scald. I still don't get the burn, and he goes for another Earthquake. I actually went for the Earthquake for the first time right now, and I'm just going to continue risking it and gonna go for another Scald, just trying to get the burn. And now you can imagine what kind of luck I have that I don't even get the second effect of the Scald, getting the burn on the Gyarados after I hit him like 3 times in a row. So right now I'm gonna switch out into the Dragonite, actually predicting another Earthquake, but he goes for the Stone Edge instead. Unfortunately for him, it's gonna miss, but hey, that is pretty much a payback because I never end up getting the burn with the Scald on you, so that is pretty much fair deal right there. So I'm gonna go for the Extreme Speed because I do have the Choice Bandit, and I will definitely bring out the Gyarados. Simply because he had a Dragon Dance. I could not have gone for a normal move because he would have outsped me and gone for a Stone Edge or something like that. So at this point, I'm gonna switch out my you know, Suicune, or switch out my Dragonite into my Suicune, and he's gonna go for the Morning Sun, predicting one attacking move from my side, but that is not gonna happen as my Suicune is just pretty much chilling here, having some leftovers recovery. I am gonna go for a Calm Mind pretty much here, and I know that he has a Toxic, but I'm really not fearing too much at this point because I can always set up one free Calm Mind and then get poisoned. I pretty much know that Suicune is not gonna be able to sweep his entire team. That is just pretty much how it's gonna be, but I'm not really too afraid of that. I just wanted to go for the skull and get a burn on at least something on his team, but I don't think that's gonna happen because of my luck. So I go once again for another skull. He predicts that and goes out into the fruition. I do not get the burn, guys, once again, and he's gonna get the leftover recovery round once again here. And I don't know what happened to my voice right there. I pretty much misspelled almost every single word. But he's gonna go for the leaf blade right there, and that's gonna be super effective. He's going to take me out because of the stab and the super effectiveness and the nice attack side or a nice attack stats that Fruition has. And I'm gonna bring out my Duck Trio. I do have Aerial Ace on my Duck Trio, and that is going to be a one-shot KO definitely, and that is going to be able to take out the Fruition in one shot. Now once again, remember guys, the reason being for why I actually took him out is because I do have a Choice Bandit on this guy, and it is looking very good. So he's gonna bring out the Latios right now, and I'm gonna switch out into the Bronze. I'm actually predicting the Draco Meteor, the Surf, or the Ice Beam. But he goes for the Surf here, and that is not going to be able to do as much damage as I was actually hoping for, or not really hoping for, but just actually predicting. So at this point I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball, and he made a ballsy play right here and brings out a Swellow, which is super fast, and the Gyro Ball is definitely gonna demolish that bird, and it's gonna take him out. And wait, let me close this window because for some reason, you know, I'm like freaking getting these stupid sounds all over the place from Skype. Okay, let's get back into the match right here. So Arcanine is gonna come in after I pretty much destroyed the Swellow, and things are looking very good because right now he's pretty much gonna go for the Flare Blitz. I can fairly make a fair switch into my Dragonite and just take the Flare Blitz. Since that's not super effective and I'm resistant to it, I can always go for an Aqua Tail or a Earthquake, but at this point I knew he had Latios left, so it was kind of a risky move to go for the Earthquake. So I decided to go for the Aqua Tail instead, because if he decided to switch out into the Latios, I would definitely be able to at least deal some damage to the Latios. And that is exactly what my plan was, but he decided to stay in and sacrifice his Arcanine. So his Arcanine goes down, and the Latios comes back in, and at this point I'm like, I'm gonna switch out into my Bronzong, and I'm pretty much gonna take whatever he throws at me. It will probably be Ice Beam or a Draco Meteor, but instead he goes for the Thunderbolt, which I still don't understand to the date of today, because he could have done much more damage with other moves against my Bronzong. Or maybe he was just predicting the switch into the Bronzong, that's why he goes for the T-Bolt. That might be the case as well. But yeah, that was a very ballsy play on his part. So I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball right here. It's not gonna be enough to take out the Latios, which is really unfortunate, but I really wanted to end up this game at 5-0 for me. So I decided to switch out into my Dragonite, take the Thunderbolt like a monster, and then just pretty much extreme speed whatever comes in, or whatever is left from the Latios HP. So that's gonna be a good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be checking you guys on my next video, and stay tuned for that. So until the next time, guys, peace.